is empty. Where could she be? From the Elvis Presley fan club. Oh, my hands are shaking. Dorothy, you read it.
Dear Rosen Island, your application to start an unauthorized chapter of the Elvis Presley Hunka Hunka Burning Love fan club in your neighborhood and/or trailer park has been accepted.
This is the happiest, most fulfilling day of my life.
I'm Philip Starr, and I've recently been accused of being insensitive to the homeless. Well, I think tonight's sizable cash contribution should lay those accusations to rest.
He doesn't even care about the justice.
Sweet Jesus, it's a miracle. This is going to be easy.
Well, don't take any chances. Sleep with him anyway. The kid said she'd kill anyone who even stepped on her property. We used to call her Mean Old Lady Hickenlooper.
Yeah, kids can be pretty cruel.
No, that was her name, Mean Old Lady Hickenlooper. She had it changed legally because everybody called her that anyway.
Then how come your name isn't Big Dummy?
Remember what it looks like. And I remember what it looks like on me. And because of that, I wear it all the time.
You will adjust.
I don't want to adjust. I want to be the person that I used to be.
But you have to face the truth. You need help. Now, you can deal with it, but you can't do it all. The special at the Dairy Queen only lasts till 5. Come on, I'll drive.
Oh, let's not drive. Let's skip there.
Oh, my goodness, it's 2 o'clock in the...
Lap and peed on me.
I guess old habits die hard.
Listen, why don't I go back with Dorothy, and then you can stop by the house when you're finished.
You're a terrific lady, Rosen Island.
Thank you.
So how come you're not wearing the terrific lady button I got for you?
Oh, sorry. The associate producer quit. So now I am the new associate producer of the Wake Up Miami show. Oh. They even gave me a nameplate for my desk.
Harold Goldstein, associate producer.
Isn't it exciting?
Oh, congratulations, Harold. That's great.
We've already had our first meeting. I see it's just as well. I always think by the time they get to number 5, those sequels get pretty predictable.
Goodbye, Rose.
I can't believe you told him that.
But it's true. Did you doubt for a minute Rocky was going to beat that Russian? You don't have to eat that cake.
Why do I get the feeling you 3 are most happy about the last part?
Oh, you mean us have some cake? Honey, we can't do that. We're dieting.
Sure smells good, though.
Looks even better.
Bet you it tastes even better than that.
You 3 are dieting. I'm throwing it away.
Don't.
To ask me questions scares me to death.
Oh, honey, relax. Reporters are just people. They put on their pants one leg at a time. Except for that sports writer, Steve Maxwell. He likes to jump into both legs all at once. A little hop step.
Morning.
Morning.
Dorothy, taste this.
Oh, Ma, that's wonderful.
Yeah. Smells fine to me. I don't know why they're recalling it.
You can put the luggage right... There would be fine, too.
Girls, this room looks nothing like the pictures in the brochure.
Oh, this room isn't good enough for you?
Well, not for $100 a night. Rose, what are you doing?
I'm diapering a turkey. St. Gustav by plane, Dorothy. You have to go by toboggan. Of course, traveling in the summer is really rough on the old hiney.
But it's a great way to rack up lots of frequent tobogganer mileage.
fool. My God, I just want to die.
You're not a fool, Blanche. You're a beautiful, loving, trusting woman. There's no fool here, Blanche.
I guess maybe I'm hoping the shock will be too much for my heart and I'll just drop dead right here. And the minister can bury me with Mr. Pincus.
Chances equally.
Equally, I figure your share should be about half. After all, you're the one who killed her.
Let's just hurry up and get this over with.
Oh, Blanche, try. Dr. Elliot Clayton has bonged every female member of the country club. Can you let that happen to Dorothy? Can you let that happen to little Mei Ling? Hasn't she suffered enough?
Not as much as I have listening to that story.
Forget the
Tonight at 7.
Good night at 7, Mildred.
Good afternoon.
I thought he belonged to the other one.
Well, I'm sure Rose won't mind one bit.
He's a man. It's not like sharing a yogurt.
Hello, hello, hello. Hi,
Dorothy?
honey, did Barry call?
Not that I know of.
Oh, we're supposed to go out again.
Oh, sounds like lunch went well.
I guess all we can do is pray. Unless you know of any surprises, Rose.
Sophia! Now you stop trying to trick Rose just because she's weak and vulnerable and dim-witted.
Yeah. Old age can play a lot of cruel jokes. Now, come on.
Fly into a mountain.
That would be a good example of a mishap.
Rose, do me a favor. Fasten your seatbelt. Over your mouth.
Rose, why don't we use our time constructively and work on your eulogy? Now, what are you planning to say, honey?
I don't know. I'll probably
I couldn't stand it. And I realize I've been going too fast for you. You can't change overnight.
I'd like to try. Here's step 1. I drew a sketch on the plane. I've decided to make an office in the house and move my practice there.
No.
Go to the hospital.
Well, Sophia, you ought to at least see a doctor, honey.
The doctor's coming.
What, doctor?
He's a friend of mine.
We're going to the hospital.
Dorothy, this guy is good. He's probably the most learned, respected, important neurologist in the state of Florida.
How'd you ever meet a man like that?
We were judges at a wet T-shirt contest.
Oh, Eddie, I want you so bad.
Dorothy.
I can't help it. He looks so cute in that little suit.
Is something wrong, Dorothy?
Yes, Eddie, there is something wrong. Eddie, we have to... Eddie, stop doing that with your lip.
Doing what?
That sexy, quivering thing in the corner of it.
I love you all dearly, but I have to go where I'm needed and Phil needs me.
I thought you said Phil and his wife were getting along better.
Ah, they were never right for each other. She never appreciated him, never encouraged him. With the right woman behind him, he could have had a real diamond in his front tooth.
That's not what I was going to ask you, but you answered my question anyway.
Why? I don't understand.
I was going to ask you to marry me.
Sewing shop on 4th Street, and in the back they got this thimble museum I've always wanted to go to. You know, you could put in a thimble what most people know about thimbles. Well, no, that's not mine. They tell that one down at the Thimble Museum.
You actually had a good time at a thimble museum?
And now I can afford some accessories for it.
Like a purse?
Like an aviator. Here, let's just put that lucky ticket in my jacket pocket for safekeeping till tomorrow.
I think we really ought to go out to dinner to celebrate.
What a great idea! I'll go freshen up.
I'll get my purse.
Malcolm! Dorothy, I hope you don't mind me dropping by, but, well, I got an advance copy of the book review, and I thought you'd like to see our article in print.
Are you kidding? Oh, let me read it. 19th century.
You're Pussycat too?
I am Pussycat 1. You are Pussycat 2. What can I do? Ma obviously needs her. My hands are tied.
Sorry about that.
New electric skillet! An electric skillet. It's from Fry Quick. It not only fries, it boils, it bakes, it simmers.
It stinks.
My apologies to the Fry Quick Corporation. But Green Team, we're not finished with you yet.
You know, Sophia, we shouldn't be doing this. Sarah's going to be here any minute.
Look, Marvin, I know you two are very close, but frankly, she's starting to get on my nerves.
Sophia, you mustn't speak about Sarah like that.
Oh, wake up, Marvin. The woman is a control freak. It's time you got rid of her.
No, don't say that.
She has no right to run your life. She's only your sister.
She's not my sister. She's my wife.
What is it, Rose? I'm sorry I died.
Oh, no, Rose, you didn't. And honey, we're all here. Ma, Blanche, me.
Oh, girls, I had the most wonderful dream. Sophia, you had the body of a 25-year-old.
This is hopeless. We're never going to feel well enough to coach that game today.
Oh, I guess we'll have to forfeit. But it's going to break those kids' hearts.
Forfeit? You mean quit? You can't do that, Rose. No member of my family ever quits.
Sophia, I'm not a member of your family.
Pretend, Rose. I'm going for...
It's so unfair. We're both about the same age, but he can go on making babies the rest of his life. I feel like the spruce goose. Oh, good. We can sneak out.
Mother!
Becky, I have to admit everything is well coordinated here. But honey, wouldn't you be happier in a place where there's less stereo and more... morphine? Oh, now this is crazy. I mean, what if I die out there?
Oh, who cares if you stink? Who cares if nobody laughs? Who cares if you make a fool of yourself?
I care.
Then you got problems.
Nuclear bomb the day after. 8 years old, and this is the kind of thing that's on her mind.
That's unbelievable.
Well, she wasn't the only one. 3 other girls did pictures just like it. I don't understand it.
Honey, it's not so uncommon. I mean, kids hear about nuclear war on TV. They read it in the papers. It's part of their lives. I mean, they can't help but point the way.
Oh, good. It's on the second floor.
Thanks a lot, Rose. Oh, this is a great Valentine's weekend. Stuck in a hotel at a nudist camp for 10 hours.
I'm sorry, Dorothy. It's all my fault. I misunderstood the brochure.
Baguettes?
No, they're little pieces of potato. He hid the ring in the potato.
Honey, if this is what you want, we couldn't be happier.
Oh, it took to have me.
Did I mention the colic?
Ma, you're hurting my feelings.
Not as much as you hurt my uni. I'll tell you something, Dorothy. No matter how much pain I went through, and it was a lot, I wouldn't give up having you for anything in the world.
Thanks, Ma. Back in dog patch.
Do you approve of what Lucy did?
No, but I am not passing judgment. Honey, things are very different these days. Now, she seems like a level-headed girl, and who knows, maybe she did fall in love.
That's right, Rose. She doesn't do this sort of thing all the time.
Sophia, do you think Bug's at his place? Well, he didn't want to make a big deal of it. He said he could try to pass him off as shellfish and sell him out of the back of his trunk. But I thought it was a great story, and so did my boss. In fact, he's putting it on tonight's news.
Rose, please tell me you're kidding.
My boss said he wanted to expose Angelo's land. You see, Grandma was the nurse who pumped his stomach, but she was new and she attached the nozzle to the wrong place. Next thing you know, they were engaged.
Well, I don't care what's in this. It's worth a try. I'll do anything to get Norman's attention.
If you get
It's overpriced. I don't know why Frank Sinatra sings about it. New Yorkers are all sickos.
We could go to Hollywood. Sure, good choice. No sickos there.
Sophia, honey, please. We're trying to make a very difficult decision here.
Oh, excuse me, not a...
Yeah, it's a boy. Dorothy, what are you doing up so early?
Never mind that. It has been over a week. Now, what is that mutt still doing here?
I know I promised to take him back to the pound yesterday, but he wasn't feeling well. Frankly, Dorothy, I'm a little worried.
Don't worry, it was a hangover.
What? Weekend, but I'll check in with you on Monday. I love you too. Bye.
How is Big Daddy?
I think he's just missing me. He's a little blue. But when this festival is over, I'll fly up to Atlanta and spend a few days with him. Come on, darling, come on.
Look at this. Look at this. Here's a couple that's willing to pay $400 a night for a room.
And if it makes you feel any better, I don't see anything wrong with it.
Oh, thank you, Blanche. This means a lot, coming from a woman who wants to be buried dressed like a majorette. Ma, you want to come say goodbye to Phil?
I can't go up there. Rabbit out of your hat.
Oh, right. Abracadabra, hocus pocus.
Hocus.
My God, where's the damn rabbit? Left it in the other hat.
Sophia, he's terrible.
No, he's not. He's terrific. Oh, you mean the act? We'll work on it.
Thank you, Stan.
Blanche, would you care for something? Doesn't look like you're fighting the battle of the bulge.
Oh, ow. No, thank you, Stan.
Well then, I'd like to make a toast. Your attention, please, everybody. To my son-in-law and my daughter. May she be as happy with her new life mate as I am with mine.
Could I have a word with you just a minute?
Of course, Blanche.
Listen, I've been talking to those other two contestants over there, the Kaplan brothers, and I have learned some very interesting things. Number one, they have won over $40,000 in cash and prizes on various game shows. Dorothy, I think you and I should team up with them.
Oh, Blanche, that's impossible. That would mean dumping.
Yeah, dump him like you do all the rest.
Well, ordinarily I would, but how can I do that? He's been dreaming of me for over a year, and I care about him. I mean, I care about him when he's a soldier. Oh, I said things to him last night I've never said to anybody. Clean things.
Teacher didn't see Debbie.
I saw. I stood at the window and watched you for 4 hours, in case you needed me.
You didn't.
No big deal. Any real mother would do that for her kid.
Mrs. Petrillo, I have the results of your test.
Friend, without having to go all the way.
You cannot. If that were true, Rose, that would mean you were a slut.
Oh, come on, Blanche, how can you say that? So the woman had 56 boyfriends in 1 year. She's not a slut.
Thank you, Doris.
She is the slut. Rose, in my opinion, it is time to say bye-bye to Mr. Longfellow and Elvis. I mean, what's the use of having a garage sale if we can't part with anything?
How much for this hockey stick?
$1,100.
Rose, there's been something I've wanted to ask you all day.
Mine are real.
That's not what I wanted to ask you, but that is good to know. Rose, ever since we met, I had a feeling there was...
Arnie wants me to go away with him on a cruise to the Bahamas.
Oh. Oh, and you're upset because he wants you to pay your own way?
I'm upset because we'll be all...
You know.
I know.
Hello, Judas.
Oh, don't hold dinner for me tonight. I have a date. I guess I better go get out of these clothes.
Again? Well, Rose, you got a reprieve. As long as Blanche isn't here, she won't find out that you brought a dog into the house.
What do I care if she finds? There's only one way to handle this.
Rose! Rose, no! Rose! Rose, don't go out! Rose, come back here!
Don't worry, Dorothy. I was trained in psychology back in St. Olaf.
That doesn't count, Rose. In St. Olaf, they think that Freud is a way to cook chicken.
Believing that got me through some very rough times, Blanche. I mean, whenever I had a problem I couldn't solve, I'd just write Bob Hope a letter or go to one of his movies, and suddenly I was able to work it all out. All my life, I always felt he was there if I needed him. That's why I know he won't let me down now.
I don't know whether to...
I'm sorry. Look, we have to do something about the roof. It's getting worse.
Forget it. You know how Blanche is. She'll wait for the ceiling to cave in on her before she'll do anything.
Blanche, listen, we really have to talk about the roof.
Dorothy, I already called the repairman. Last night, the damn ceiling caved in on my bedroom.
Let's go, Rose. Everyone's waiting for you.
I don't think I can go through with this.
What's the matter, honey? You and Jonathan have a fight?
No, it's just that I think marrying Jonathan might be a mistake. He is a lot shorter than I am.
Really? I hadn't noticed.
Me neither. How could you miss it? Everyone notices. I picked up our lottery tickets. Here we go.
Oh,
here we go.
Now, I forget. How's this go again? To win something, you have to get 3 to match?
Right. If you get 3 coconuts, you win $100.
What if you get 3 palm trees?
You don't have 3 palm trees. That means you win $10,000.
Ma, I know what a palm tree looks like. Well.
Well. Yeah. I guess this is it.
Right. Those are Malamars, Rose.
Dorothy, I want you to have a copy of my latest novel.
Scarlet Dawn at Boca Raton.
Read the inscription.
To Dorothy's Bornak, convinced I'd blown it. I was sure I'd made a bad first impression. But then I met Rose, and I realized I could have shown up naked playing a ukulele and still gotten the room.
Oh, it's been such a lovely day. Mr. Sunshine really gave us one of his biggest and brightest smiles. Oh, I feel like putting...
This was for you, but it's so cute. Now it's for me. This is for you.
Edible panties. Oh, what a lovely sentiment. Thank you.
You really like them?
Oh, like them. I love them. In fact, I may have the waistband with a...
I've discovered that the old Stan really wasn't Stan. He was merely a Stan trying to be the Stan that everyone thought Stan should be.
Hey, I've been there.
But now, with a little bit of help, I'm becoming a new Stan.
Oh, great. I'll take a People magazine and a Morning Herald.
Not much to tell. He's a great guy, and I like him a lot.
Can't wait to meet him.
And his eligible doctor friend.
That's right. Well, he's very busy, but we'll have him over soon.
Well, when?
It's soon, I promise. Come on, Sophia, let's go.
Ma, have a wonderful trip and call me the minute you get there. And please, Ma. Mammy Eisenhower. I think only the Nixon kids got to call her that.
Anyway, Mammy says she's going to be in town in a few days and she wants to see me.
You don't sound very story. You have to tell Dorothy she's your friend.
You're right. She is my best friend.
I thought I was your best friend.
You were till you told me that story.
You?
Good night, Dorothy.
Good night, Elliot.
Oh.
Is Blanche here?
Yes, she is. Whom shall I say is calling?
This is kind of embarrassing. Would you mind telling her Loverboy is here?
Nothing would give me greater pleasure. Blanche, Loverboy is here.
Blanche.
Ma, you are not dying.
I am, Dorothy. I had a dream last night, a death dream. Your father spoke to me.
Spoke to you? How?
Do I look like Rich Little? Just listen. I'm sitting in the living room, and the clock strikes 9. Then the bell rings. It's your father in his fedora. He always...
We can go anywhere and do anything you want on God's magnificent earth.
Boy, you're showing a good mood for a Sunday morning. Uh-oh. Sarah and I can wait in the kitchen if you need a few minutes to say goodbye to Uncle whoever.
No, nothing like that. Well, I thought maybe the three of us could go to church together just like...
What are you doing?
I thought we'd walk out on our knees.
Why?
Icebreaker?
She didn't apologize, did she?
Come on now, I've had it, that's enough. Come on. Rose, Vero Beach.
Joe, what are you doing?
Nothing.
Nothing? You are ripping the pages out of that book? Or somebody should take a hickory switch to your behind.
Blanche, come on now, calm down, calm down. Let me show you how a professional teacher deals with this.
Oh, say a prayer.
Oh, been a long time since I've said a prayer. I don't think God even knows who I am anymore.
God, Blanche. Blanche, God. Go ahead.
Dear God, I know it's been awful long. 2 smart-mouth New York lawyers. So one thing led to another, and, well, Big Daddy and his friends ended up sort of skimming them across Higgins Pond. It was all in good fun. At least that was their defense. Anyway, that was the night Prohibition started.
Well, I'm leaving. I found a compatible roommate. Here's my new address and phone number.
Oh, come on, Ma, you're joking.
It's no joke. Ciao. Auf Wiedersehen. Arrivederci and sayonara.
You see? That's exactly why Rose didn't want to tell you. You are overly critical. You know, I think that's the thing I like least about you.
Oh, you know the thing I like least about you? You are loud and overbearing.
Well, you know what I like least about both of you? You're always telling me what to do.
Oh, shut up, Rose.
And it is not the first time he's tried it. Where is Rose? I mean, we have to tell her.
Oh, Dorothy, she said she had to go to the bank and then go to meet Buddy. What are we going to do?
There's nothing we can do. We just have to wait until she gets home.
Oh, good Lord.
Hey, girls, how do you like this spiffy little number I picked up? As a matter of fact, it does, you cheapskate.
You know, Ma, I remember when I was a little girl.
Oh, God.
I used to have these terrible...
Wow, you bought one street in St. Olaf.
I bought the only street in St. Olaf. That means I'm going to tear down your phone booth.
This is the stupidest game. I could just...
Dorothy.
I could just play all night.
I've never been in a place like this. Are these all real cowboys?
Of course, Rose.
Rose, what are you doing?
I heard the creative process is a lot like giving birth, so I'm doing my Lamaze breathing.
Oh, for a minute there, I thought I wasn't the only one with the invisible man fantasy.
See me drive home. Come on, baby. 1, 2, 3.
Now that I've never heard before.
You comfortable, Ma?
Oh, yeah. Before we leave, I want to get the model number off this cut. I'm hoping Ethan Allen makes one in Knotty Pine.
Ma, try to make the best of it, okay? We're going to be here for...
That's how it's really done.
It's going to be a long afternoon.
This is so depressing.
We haven't had a customer.
In a malt shop, the greatest pleasure you can get is slurping up what's left in the blender.
Is it any wonder I never breastfed her?
Best way to handle it was just to lead my girls in a farewell cheer. 2, 4, 6, 8. Who will Blanche no longer date? Come on.
Did he get the message? Or did the band have to spell out buzz off at halftime?
I wish we had packed a bug spray.
Girls, I've got our whole day planned tomorrow. After breakfast, we're going to go out on a glass-bottom boat. And then at 10 o'clock, we'll tour an old Spanish fort. And then...
Wait in the kitchen with the kid.
Oh, I'll get it.
Freeze! Don't go near that door. Give me that thing. Hello, Frank, darling. How do I look?
It's all wrong, Blanche. The baby doesn't...
I've decided that last night was a bigger disappointment than losing Butter Queen. Do you want to know why?
No.
Meg, come in.
Will happen can ever change that.
Dopo tutto quel mangiare. Briaschi.
Of course, I could be wrong.
What's going on? Where's Sophia?
She's locked herself in the bathroom. She has pre-wedding jitters.
Sophia? It's me, Max. Now, what's all this nonsense about not wanting to get married?
Oh, Max, I love you with all my heart. The time we've spent together has been some of the happiest.
Well, he has to leave. I'll be right back.
Bye.
Say bye-bye.
Bye, darling. Be good now. I'm worried about Blanche. I wish she'd let one of us go with her.
Not me, I hate hospitals. My friend Matty Fishbein went into the hospital a healthy guy. Then...
That could be an appetizer.
Well, this is good. This is all food that would have spoiled.
I am so glad that my date with Barry is tomorrow. The fat won't have time to show.
It won't?
No, it always takes a few days before it shows.
Where does it go in the meantime?
I can't sleep. I just keep lying there, thinking about that look on Mario's face when he heard that he might be deported.
Might be, Dorothy, not will be. Now, maybe after the hearing, the judge will let him stay.
But it's all my fault. I probably got him kicked out of the country. Blanche, wake up. My wife will be home any minute.
Oh, Dorothy, that was a terrible thing to do.
I'm sorry, but we have to get down to the bowling alley.
Oh, it's 6 a.m. Why are you making me do this?
You have to. Not belong in a cabinet. It belongs in a glass canister. That way, it's not only visually appealing, but you can see if they cheated you out of raisins. I thought everybody knew that.
You know, until I met you, Rose, I didn't know that people actually talk back to their Rice Krispies.
Quick, give me a hand with the TV.
I cannot believe that Merrill is a dangerous criminal. I mean, you've read his letters. They're beautiful. They're poetic. They're almost lyrical. You can be sure he's a real gentleman.
I want Blanche.
It sure took you a long time to spell Welcome Magda.
Oh, I thought that'd be too boring. So instead, I decided to depict Magda's escape from Czechoslovakia.
But isn't that barbed wire?
Isn't it amazing what you can do with icing? Now, it doesn't matter what I think is best for her. If Lily wants me to take care of her, I can't refuse.
Well, seems to me that part of the reason you're doing this is out of guilt.
Maybe you're right.
Oh, honey, it's a terrible thing to do something out of guilt. Believe me, I know. Just about the time that George and I were getting serious, he was shipping.
You're gonna get linguine all over me.
Ma, go back to sleep. It's just me, Dorothy.
Get the hell out of my bed.
Ma, I have a heart. The heat went out again. I'm freezing to death. You're the only one who has an electric blanket.
Joel loved having her around.
I miss someone to have a chat with at midnight.
You know what I'm going to miss most about Sophia? The way she used to tease me. The way she would ever so subtly jab me with names like Tramp, Floozy, Trollop.
84 doesn't have a hair on his head or a real tooth in his mouth, and his body's covered with liver spots. To answer your question, he's adorable.
Look at the great costume I got for the masquerade ball. I can't decide whether to be the front end or the rear end.
Yes, just a sea view and plenty of privacy. Isn't that right, darling?
No, Daddy, it didn't.
Excuse me, I'll call you back. Blanche, I'm not sure I want to see you. I reckon you spoke your piece already.
Daddy, I've been thinking, and I think I'm starting.
Respect your opinion. What exactly is your complaint?
That I don't get $150 an hour like you.
What do you think we should do?
In my experience, most domestic problems can usually be resolved through a willingness to cooperate and some hard work.
Oh, so you're saying that if we become... That's very touching, Rose. It shouldn't be, but it is.
You know, when I think of my father, I don't remember just one incident. I just know that he was always there to take care of me whenever I got into trouble, which was all the time. I just never dreamed that.
Personally, I like to lay into a kid with a melon baller. It's got a nice weight, good balance in the hand, and it's portable.
My father used to punish us by sending us to the dairy barn to milk Alice.
Oh, what's so terrible about that?
You had to milk Alice sitting on a stoop.
Ma, all I want us to do is go away together, just the two of us. Ma, we'll go anywhere you want to go.
Great, I want to go to Disney World.
Then that's where we're going.
Oh? All of a sudden you're going to take me after I've been asking for years?
That's right.
Leave your shoe sizes. Let me know whether you want your moccasins in brown or black. Then you shall be the queen of the festival of the dancing virgins.
Ma, what are you talking about?
Once a year, the women of my village threw a festival to recapture their virginity. It gives you a chance to say to the man in your life, what kind of tramp do you take me for?
We had a festival of the dancing.
Selling encyclopedias. Why didn't he try to sell us a set?
And you know what else is so strange about it? He didn't bring them in.
Rose, no encyclopedia salesman lugs around 26 volumes door to door.
Are you kidding? In St. Olaf, they carry 52. Oh, I'm going to miss you very much.
Oh, I'm gonna miss you too, Mom.
Are you sure you won't let me drive you to the airport?
No, I'll be fine. Dorothy, Sophia, thank you for having me.
Don't thank me, thank my grandson. Because all you got were bills. Listen to this part at the end. Tell me if you think Joanne's a lesbian.
Hi, Sophia. Hi, Dorothy. Guess what I've got?
A friend who's a lesbian?
Better. I picked up our...
So damn special. Oh, God, why didn't I go when he called? Why didn't I go? And this is the living room.
Oh, Blanche.
They're like cows when they're drunk, you know what I mean?
Actually, that shepherd was probably better qualified to speak at career day than I. I mean, how can I tell the kids how rewarding teaching is when I really don't feel that way anymore? I mean, I'm so frustrated. Budgets are tight, classes are...
Oh, honey. Oh.
Oh, come on, Blanche, say it. I'm sorry.
There, what she just said.
Dorothy! You can come in now.
I thought the two of you would like some nice, cool lemonade.
Marvin is married to Sarah.
You don't get any lemonade.
No, she wouldn't.
Yes, she would.
No, she wouldn't.
Yes, she would.
How can you be so sure?
I'm a Leo. We're all very sure of ourselves.
Well, it looks like I've got a wedding to go to.
I'm going to a wedding myself. Do you mind if I walk with you?
Not at all. You know, you're a very wise person. What did you say your name was?
I didn't. Told me that Jackie makes you look like a chicken.
I know, but with your nose, you could pull it off.
Girls, you'll never believe what happened. I got a response from my personal ad.
You're kidding.
Great.
And it's just the sweetest letter. He apologizes for waiting so long to respond. He says he...
I don't think that's happened yet.
Well, I don't know, but if I were you, I sure wouldn't wave goodbye.
And if I were you, I sure wouldn't jog without a moo-moo.
Is that so? Well, just let me tell you something.
Oh, Blanche, please, let's not do this. Let's grow up, for God's sake.
You mean no coupons, Blanche?
No coupons, Rose.
Chefs who don't wear pirate hats?
Well, I don't think so.
And he'll pay for everything? I don't have to leave the tip?
That's right.
I'm gonna cheat on Miles. I'm gonna cheat on...
The one you'll make if you don't get back with Miles. Look, Charlie loved you for over 30 years, but he's gone now, and you've met someone you really care about. What do you think Charlie would say?
I think he'd say he loves me.
And what about the ring?
He'd probably say it was okay to wear Miles' ring.
I'm doing this because I think it's the right thing to do. Because I'm a concerned citizen. And because I'd give my right arm to Landau. I'm scared. I don't know what to do.
First of all, don't think your problem is so unique. People do crazy things for love all the time. Let me tell you a little story. Picture this. Sicily, August.
Oh, that's great. I'll go tell him the good news. Oh, listen, I won't be able to get off work tomorrow. Can somebody else give baby his lunch?
Don't look at me. I'm not going to do it.
Why not?
Because what you two are doing is making me sick. Degrading yourself by living with a filthy animal. And for what? Money. It's humiliating. I don't want any part.
Some stranger's word over mine. I'm not going to stand for this. Not in my own house. I want you out of here.
Blanche, you don't mean that. Dorothy, she doesn't mean
I do so mean it.
I'll be out as soon as I can find a place.
Blanche, you can't just throw Dorothy out on the street.
You just watch me.
Boys can't catch anything. I've seen them practice.
Hi, girls. Oh, hi, Blanche. How did your date with John go last night?
Oh, perfect. Dinner in the symphony.
You must be really serious. You've seen him every night this week.
You're a lucky woman, Blanche. Your guy, John, is just the type of man in the bedroom.
Is that a Greek myth?
Get the door, Rose.
You.
Good morning.
Well, kid, what do you want?
I'd find out it's a musical?
So, Jean and Rose aren't back yet?
No, they're probably having lunch together again.
They certainly have hit it off, haven't they?
I'm so glad. Jean's really such a lovely person.
Oh, yes, she is. Lovely. Women should always check their cars at night before they get in them.
Blanche, that's a wonderful idea. I was just going to shine it under my chin to make myself look scarier. I am really afraid. I'm going to call the police.
Well, that's a good idea, honey. Better safe than sorry.
Everybody, look what I have.
Where did you find the...
Don't say it. Don't say it.
What is our name?
This is Dan It's a flounder, Blanche. What do you think it is?
What's that, baby?
I'm glad he didn't die alone on the street, but here, with a caring person, doing what he liked to do best.
Yeah, neither do I, but I'll tell you, if ever I sleep with Mr. Wizard, I'll find out what I can. Oh, I'm sorry, honey. It's just, all right, last night should not have happened, but it did. And it obviously means more to Stan than it does to me. I mean, right now he's hurt and he's vulnerable.
Why didn't you tell him that this morning?
This is the best champagne I've ever tasted.
It should be his $430 a bottle.
Afford that.
Well, you did say the best.
Rose, for heaven's sake, you should have told me what it was. I said
Just about this visit.
Forget it, Rose. If President Bush steps in this house, I'm not going to waste an opportunity like that. I'm going to give him a piece of my mind.
You try and talk to her.
Dorothy, if the president comes here, you can't. I don't care what Dorothy says. I'm not spending my vacation in New York.
Well, it might be interesting. I've never been to New York.
You haven't, Rose? I'm shocked. You're so cosmopolitan.
Well, take it from me, you're not missing a thing. The people are rude, streets are full of criminals, everything.
To be, how he loves you and how much you love him, and I think she'd realize that her time with him was over, and she'd let go graciously and wish him well. In fact, I think that's exactly what she'd do.
Where's everybody going?
Out to dinner. Go get ready, Ma.
I am ready. I'm always ready. You do that at 82. That and carry hard candy.
Hi, I'm Dave from Lincoln Hospital.
That's nice. If my blood pressure goes up, you'll be the first person I call. Goodbye.
No.
Anish!
Hi, I'm here about the car. Oh, come in. Have a seat.
Thank you. How you doing?
Blanche will be here any minute. She's out on a test drive.
Well, Blanche said I was going to be the first.
Dump grapes. And Bruno makes a killing selling orthopedic sandals.
Now, don't tell me he went to America and changed his name to Dr. Scholl.
No. Actually, he developed a foot fetish and suffocated when he shoved his head in a lady's rubber boot.
The sword swallower.
And I think I have a grip on this.
I guess at our age, we do a lot of wishful thinking.
We did come close, though.
If the circus is ever in town, I'll leave the tent flap open for you.
Discard already. I'm 80. I'd like to live long enough to see the next hand.
Don't need to, Ma. Gin.
You're taking advantage. You know I'm whacked out on blood pressure medicine.
Honey, if the medicine bothers you, change the prescription.
I like being whacked out.
Oh, I'm so glad you're here. My day... Wait! Oh, damn.
Ma and Rose.
Oh, I know it's just a terrible thing to do, and I just feel awful even thinking about it. But Dorothy, let's face it, if we team up with Fred and Willard, we stand a much better chance of winning.
Blanche, I am shocked that you would even suggest such a thing.
Dorothy, your mother and Rose are dead weight. Let us cut them loose before they drag us down.
It wasn't as touching as I thought.
I'm just glad everything worked out. I never want to have to go through that again.
Oh, I knew it would all be okay.
You know, Rose, I think you deserve a lot of the credit. You're the only one smart enough to double check on that fire inspector.
Yes, I'm proud of you, Rose.
How on earth did you know that, Sophia?
Wild guess.
Oh, mine was Larry Raganetti. Oh, how I loved him. He was gorgeous. He left me for Cookie Kelly.
She kissed with her mouth open.
Well, why didn't you kiss with your mouth open, Dorothy? That's right, Dorothy. And then one day, Stanley's gonna be out of your life completely.
Not completely. There'll always be a little part of him that stays with me.
Of course, Dorothy, after 38 years, there are always bound to be some memories that stay with you.
I wasn't talking about memories.
Thing.
Spill it, Ma.
I'm scared. I'll do anything you say.
Where is the jacket, Ma?
I gave it to the guy from the thrift shop.
You what?
Let's go. We've got to get down there before they sell it.
What's the big deal? It's only a
To be here.
Well, it looks like we're all here.
Oh, there's my date now. Why, he must be lost. I'll just go get him and bring him over.
Tell me, where are you from, Raoul?
It's a... And he's saying, yikes. Oh, here, honey, this is for you.
I'm afraid to open it. What if it's from Myra?
Oh, come on, Rose.
Well, what if it's got a deadly black spider in it that's gonna leap out and bite me the minute I open it?
Not having read Monkey Love, Doctor, how many of your patients don't get off the monkey?
Over half. But the monkey keeps getting smaller until ultimately it's the size of a keychain. Dorothy, why don't you instead say your goodbyes?
Stop the camera, cut!
Dorothy, the director's the only one who can say when to cut. Unless the actor is big and mad.
Ma, what is going on?
Dorothy, this could be my big chance. With the exposure I get from Rose's movie, I could hawk my recipes all over the country.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Now, girls, listen. Listen. Remember, the way to make a deal is we state our price, stick to our guns, and undo another button on our blouses.
Flash that.
My old hand in front of my face.
That's my hand, Sophia.
Oh, thank God. I saw so many liver spots, I thought I was being attacked by a Dalmatian.
Dorothy, Zbornak. Yeah, listen, I need to place another bet. I'll get that money to you tomorrow.
State parade. You probably don't know this, but my hometown was founded by Heinrich von Anderdrenen. The first man to ever can tuna in its own natural juices. Anyway, it was the 50th anniversary celebration of the founding of our town.
Time for today's sensible meal. Where's my tuna quiche? You heard me.
Why did you ask me that?
No reason, just wanted to get your honest opinion. Here are the answers to that questionnaire.
Aha.
If Dorothy finds out I hired a matchmaker for her, she'll kill me.
Oh, I understand.
By the way, I'd like to change the answer on number 10. I think a prison record does.
Oh, God, where are the paramedics?
I'll go call them again. Rose, you stay with Dorothy.
Oh, Dorothy, she'll be fine. I'm sure it isn't a heart attack. A heart attack's bigger. I've seen a heart attack. Charlie had a heart attack.
And it wasn't like this?
Oh, it was much worse.
If only the paramedics would get here.
You know, if all goes well with this here interview, you can start packing right away.
Oh, you know, I don't think I'd bother Rose with an old interview. You know, you just embarrass her. She's so modest.
I'm sorry, but the rules state we must conduct face-to-face interviews with other candidates.
Here we are.
Actually, I'm glad to have the opportunity to talk about the pilot because when I was living in London, I'd watch American television. I'd watch Mary Tyler Moore, and especially soap. I noticed the work of a certain person, and I said, God, if I had the opportunity to have that kind of material and those kind of actors, I'd like to think that's how I would do it. And I would check the credits all the time, and it was all...
And they live in St. Olaf's? Yes. Oh, you must be very proud of them. I am.
So when was it you visited St. Olaf?
Oh, Lord, it must be 50 years ago now. I went to a wedding.
Just like home.
Oh, hi, Ma.
Oh, here, Dorothy. I want to know what you think of my pasta pesto. It's for the Boscos. They'll be here any minute.
Ma, what's the matter?
Everyone is fine. No one died. The home burnt down.
My God, are you all right? How'd you get here?
I hitched.
Ma.
A cab. I took a cab.
Well, you should have called.
I'm perfectly capable of managing by myself. I don't need help. I'm a totally independent person.
I know.
I need $67.
Cadet never lies.
Ladies and gentlemen, several weeks ago I brought a letter to the attention of our premier. He was so moved by its childlike simplicity, he requested to meet with the little girl who wrote it.
Girls, I'm just so glad you're still up. Wait till I tell you about my date.
Wait till I tell you about my discovery.
Let's hear it.
It came to me when I was enjoying my second cup of Ovaltine.
Richard flew me to Atlanta for dinner in his private jet.
You're kidding. And that's when it hit me. We don't even need our sludge tube.
Jump on the Easter season. I have a new idea for a great novelty. It's a decorated Easter egg with a little window in it. And when you look into it, you see a beautiful Easter scene.
Well, that's not a new idea. Those Easter eggs have been around for years and years.
Yes, but this one leaves a black circle around your eyes.
That practically screamed.
Well, I guess what I'm really trying to say is, Blanche, will you be my wife again?
No, Sonny, I haven't made a decision.
And then when he asks you who does good body work, you give him your phone number.
And this really works?
Well, not this time. I had this really cute guy in a Jag lined up when this dork in a duster cut in front of me. And I nicked him in
1958. No, that's not it. I don't believe it. I'm dry. I got nothing.
It's okay, Ma.
No, it's not. I feel like Tommy Lasorda should be standing by the bed waving to the bullpen.
Ma, don't let it bother you.
Well, I just can't leave you hanging.
Dorothy, you do that one more time, I'm gonna write on this wall for a good time called Dorothy's Bornak.
Blanche, this is the ladies' room.
Right.
Jen, honey, I think you should go and talk to John. Good for being in the ground for 2 hours.
Rose, what are you doing? Watching the cheese balls. You're supposed to be watching Dorothy. I was watching Dorothy. But every time I watch her, Sophia eats a cheese ball.
Honey, let her have the darn cheese balls. Nobody else wants them.
Didn't even share it with his band of merry thugs. He was the idol of many a Sicilian youngster.
That's what they did, all right. That is exactly what they did. Delivered the wrong bed.
Oh, and you don't like this one?
Oh, I think it's the most stunning thing I've ever seen. I absolutely love it, but I can't afford it. That bed back there must
go. Have you eaten? Well, I haven't. Goodbye. Let's roll.
Sophia, we can't. We haven't all gotten our calls.
Oh, forget it. She's not going to call. Hello?
Dorothy, Sophia, I told the news director I was interested in the reporter's position, and guess what he did?
A Danny Thomas spit take?
No, he's giving me an actual news story to cover as an audition.
So I'm Mrs. School Teacher. And I'm going to be your friend just for today. Of course, Kolak from Twilar will also be here. Later. You rang?
I want a cracker.
His house.
Oh. Is anybody else hungry?
Well, now that you mention it, I could really go for a pizza.
I've been thinking about Chinese.
I could go for a burger and fries.
Why don't we order it all?
Oh, Sophia, that'd be crazy.
So this would be the first time we did something a little out of the ordinary around here?
Up there, just landed down here. You better beware. The message is clear. The military fine. The prospect galling. It's run for your life. The sky is falling. This is terrible. I think we best both go warn the king.
Ev, if Harlan could have held it just a little longer.
Boy, did you just miss a real gem.
Poor Dorothy, what are you doing up again?
I can't sleep. Every time I close my eyes, I see Uncle Sam going through my...
My fingers to the bone 12 hours a week at the museum. Picasso on your left, snack bar downstairs. It's a wonder I'm not an alcoholic.
What I meant was, how about working for me? I'm swamped with this project for Enrique Mas, and there is money for an assistant.
Tell me more.
Well, we're compiling statistics on...
Well, I think that completes the puzzle.
Wait a second. Why are you asking me questions about our family? Uh-oh. I'm gonna die. You talk to my doctor.